What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. Sorry, I thought I had it perfect. It's perfect. All right, I'm not gonna touch it. It's fine. It looks good. What's up? It's Sunday. What the heck? Yeah. So I had to wake up at let's see. I forgot how. I didn't realize how early I had to wake up on Saturday morning for my son's basketball tournament, which he did really well at, actually. He played 3 games. He scored 4 points in his second game. He scored 3 points in his third game, and one of those was a free throw, which was really cool to see. He doesn't get shooting fouls very often, so it was awesome to see him make a free throw. But anyways. We had to get up at about 4:45, and I was like, oh man, I am not doing a live stream the night before, no way. That's just a bad idea. And then I was like, oh yeah, duh, like Saturday is Valentine's Day. Like I'm not gonna spend Saturday evening doing a stream. So here we are, it's Sunday, a rare Sunday stream, but it does occur. And we're just picking up, we're picking up the slack here from Friday. So tonight, of course, we have many prizes to choose from, and of course it is also a jackpot night, meaning you could potentially win the jackpot. There's a nice pool there. I think 3 of the coins are down, which means there's 3 additional premium knives in the jackpot pool, along with whatever is in the pouches. So a chance to win very big tonight. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry about that at all. I've never been sorry about it. It's just a formality for me to say sorry. I acquired so many knives over the last month. I went so long, like, ooh, I don't know, ooh, I can't make up my mind. And then I bought a ton of stuff all at once. So you guys saw a major acquisition this weekend, a really, really difficult to get knife. I was lucky to get my hands on it. I know that there's people wondering, did I get it for free? No, I paid for it. I paid full price. I think the grand total was $1,100. Those of you who also picked it up, the XXX, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, it was an expensive knife, but I did get it. I did pay for it. Hey, thanks, Bradford. Thanks for those memberships. I appreciate it. That is how I prefer it. I mean, I like free stuff, guys, but I also try to pay as much as possible. Like, especially when it's somebody running their own business and it's not like a big, if it's like a big Chinese production company, I'm like, yeah, send me a free sample. I'll still be nice and do the review, but like if it's a smaller American shop, I'm gonna pay for it. Sometimes, sometimes some of these American guys will try to cut me a discount or something, and we'll do the back and forth, like, no, you can't, no, like we do that, like who's paying for dinner kind of thing. I would prefer to just pay for it. I love American stuff. I will gladly overpay for small shop American stuff. I just will. And people say that people like me are dumb. There's a lot of you guys in here right now who think just like me, the small shop American guys. I will overpay for your stuff. I will. I might point out that it's a little high, but I personally will do it. I'll still go ahead and do it, and I'll tell people that because I like. That's the stuff I prefer to overpay for, I guess. You gotta go to bed? That's all right. I understand. I mean, like, a lot of people have work tomorrow. My kids don't have school, and my wife does not have to work tomorrow, I don't think. So I can stay up. I can do whatever. Well, I can't do whatever I want, but I can stream for an hour and a half. Gonna be pretty nice. After this, we are continuing our Marvel marathon. I think we are on the Hulk. Chronological order. The kids are enjoying it, so. I was picking up food at a local place, got into an argument, trying to pay for it. When they said it was marked as already paid. Oh, hey, listen, I bragged on my son. I'd also like to brag on my daughter. I cannot remember if I bragged on her last week, and I'm gonna brag on her twice. So we're shifting over to wrestling. Last weekend, I think I did tell this story. I'm gonna tell it again. My daughter had a rare bracket where she had not 3, not 4, but 5 matches. 5 matches. Not a common thing to have 5 matches. My daughter won 1 by points. I think she won by 5. She had 2 tech falls, and if you're not a wrestling aficionado, that's when you're winning by 15 points, they say enough. Call off the hounds, right? 2 tech falls and 2 pins, got gold. Won all 5, got gold. Awesome. Today had 2 matches. Won the first one. Girl's a little scrambly. My daughter's pretty strong. I think she won 8-0. Second one, almost lost my mind. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I get really heated watching wrestling. I get really upset. My wife says, well, you should get down there and coach then. If you don't like what they're doing, you should get down there and coach. It's a typical thing. Set up the scenario, right? The other girl, it's 0-0. They can't, neither one of them can do anything. My daughter's a little stronger. You can see it. Other girl wins a coin toss. This other girl's a good wrestler. She wins a coin toss. She says down because the coach can see. I bet she can get up and get away, which fair call. She did, and she got a point. And I was like, crap. Okay. So the next one, we win the coin toss. In my opinion, the best thing, considering, in my opinion, my daughter's stronger and can easily get away. I'm like, if I'm the coach, I say, you go down. Well, the coach gives my daughter, she's little. She's 7, right? She doesn't know what the optimized thing to do is. She's out there wrestling. He says, what do you want to do? And I'm like, what are you doing? Put her down. She needs to go down. She needs to at least match that point. And then worry about the takedown for the win. No. And she says, okay, both up. And I'm like, oh my God. I was so mad. And my wife is right. If I don't like it, I should be down there coaching. Well, guess what? She loses by 1 because they were so close. She got her, and when they're both up, you know, there was a time where, there was another time where she was down and she worked her the whole time. Like my daughter was on top, had her the whole time, no problem. She couldn't get out, but she was still up by 1, so she lost. Got second place though. Still proud of her. But in my opinion, could have been a gold pretty easily. Anyways. There's coaching, overcoaching, and meddling. So the rule is with me now is I need to watch from a long ways away. And my wife is right. I don't need to be down on the floor because I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't get mad at the coaches. Obviously, it's like listen to your coach, you know. And here's the other thing. At that age, it is about having fun. You should learn, right? You should learn and technique and all of that stuff. It is about having fun, but like I saw it. I was like, the right thing to do is to go down and get up and get the easy point, match the point, and then worry about the takedown, right? If you can go for the pin, go for the pin, but match the points and then go for the takedown. She should have gone down, got an escape point, and then got the takedown. And she should have won by points, but okay. Anyways. She does dance and wrestling, so the combination of these 2 sports has made her very, very strong. Legs and core are so strong from the combination of dance and wrestling, and you can see it right away. She usually overpowers her opponent. She likes to go for the head, which we're teaching her, like, hey, you need to work on your shot, right? You have the leg strength and the speed and all that, but she loves to go for the head, which is the same way I was, and she did pick the girl up a couple of times during the match, so she does know how to do that, which is great. She wrestling for her school at age of 7. Yes, I wrestled junior high through high school, but if I started at 7, I would have been unbeatable. Yeah, they do. Like, kids wrestling has exploded. It's crazy, and so yeah, she is wrestling that young. colleges are handing out scholarships for female wrestlers. I just really like the idea for multiple reasons. Like I like that she's in dance. I hope she plays other sports. But the combination of wrestling and dance I like a lot. Wrestling I like because as she gets older, I think as a dad I'll worry less about her ability to fend somebody off. There are a lot of I've watched a lot of the middle school and high school wrestlers, and I'm like, people don't realize, like, some of those, like, you're really, really good technically, like, you build that strength. It's a totally different situation, like if a girl's been trained really well in wrestling. I know that men are on average stronger, but like it's a totally different world if they know what they're doing wrestling. It just makes me feel a little bit better. It's not a complete form of self-defense, but it gives them a super leg up, in my opinion. It also absolutely does build character. All right, enough. I'm done talking about kids in sports. I'm sorry. 38-year-old dad. So that's kind of a I do that and I ramble. I'm sorry about that. We'll move on to knives. Remember, we're less, we can prepare them. Best chances always to make. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I like the idea of, like, she's older and she's like, Dad, some guy attacked me, so I choked his shit out in the alley and left him there. You should probably call the police. I'd be like, good, that's good. But yeah, we should check on him. Oh, Stacy, I'm sorry. Your milestone, my bad. I'm sorry. Stacy Bolster Blades is in here, everybody. What's up, Stacy? Thank you so much for being a channel member for so long. An awesome part of the community. I very much appreciate you. I know that the rest of my chat also appreciates you, and let's all raise swords for Stacy. I'm sorry about that. Anyone else working tonight like me? 14-hour shift here. Oh, goodness. Well, I'll try to make the next hour and a half go a little faster. Snagged the Tri-Stash today. That's awesome. I hear the Tri-Stash is doing very well. Very deserved. The Tri-Stash is an awesome EDC knife. I still don't know if they intended for me to keep it or give it away, but I would very much like to keep it. So I'll have to get with the owner of Blade Binge to see if they wanted me to keep it or give it away. Can't believe curling is an Olympic sport. Hey, welcome to Knights of the Round. Who's that? Big Dad Energy. Big Dad Energy is that's a pretty killer name. I like that a lot. Can you please see the black knife with the crosses? Yeah, that's the Penitential Gen 2. It is one of the wildest knives. I mean, listen, you can do like the really smooth brain, knee-jerk reaction and say that looks like a gas station knife. Okay. But the reality of it is that the amount of design work that went into this and the machining is absolutely incredible. Yes, it is impractical. That's obvious, right? But the designer here is really very passionate about knives. This is clearly not something that's just meant as a, let's throw it out there and see if it sells kind of knife. No, this is a passionate designer. Mundus, right? Mundus is knife design flown off the rails. And you listen, it can be not your cup of tea, and at the same time, I say this because every time I show this knife, I get those types of comments. It can be not your cup of tea, but at the same time, it's okay to, like, respect the craft. This guy's in it for the love of the game. For the love of the game. And you know what? Like, if they're doing well, great, cherry on top. But you don't make something like this just because you're like, yeah, I want to, I'm just in it for money. No, you don't design something like this if you're just in it for money. This is a craftsman. This is a designer. Very cool. Very cool. I will review this. I will review it. That's not an easy knife to review. It's an interesting comment. I wish you knew why I didn't respond when I won. Mexi American, I do remember your name. Let's get the details on that. Can you give me the... I don't understand. That's also alarming because, to my knowledge, I've sent everything out. I would like the details on that. That's very odd. Oh, by the way, winners from last week, I know I'm behind. Don't worry. You'll get your stuff. You'll get your tracking. I'm a little behind because of Valentine's Day. My bad. Mexi American, if you want to give me the full story, you can email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. My dog stepped on my toes and I just had surgery to express. Email me. Email me, buddy. It's alright. If you won and then you weren't there. Oh, you mean like, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant you won and you picked your knives and then we never communicated an email. It's okay. I remember your name. Email me. It's alright. Don't worry about it. We'll find something for you, okay? And don't worry if I don't respond back to you right away. We'll get it worked out, bud. I got lots of stuff here. And listen, dogs stepping on toes, if it's a big dog, I've had that happen just with Labradors. That hurts. And so if it's a big enough dog and he had to go, listen, it's okay. You could have told me I fell asleep. It's alright. Email me. Somebody's talking about the button lock practice. Seriously, what is Civivi do? I mean, I have to imagine the only reason that Civivi's not getting on this is because they must be selling stuff so well that they don't need to. Civivi needs to get into the button-operated top liner lock phase of their knives. If Civivi took some of their most loved models and updated, can you imagine a button-operated top liner lock Praxis, and they do it in 14C28N? Oh my god. Civivi. I mean, they're gonna make us pay for it, but holy moly. Come on, let's get with it. Just got home from my son's baseball tournament, and might have had one too many Gatorades. I mean, it happens. I don't think that I would say, always do that responsibly, and, I always say, it's oh, don't do that at kids. You think there aren't parents, taking a break in the parking lot? We all know that. If you've been to little kids' baseball games, you think all those people that are sitting there with their Sonic cups, their foam cups, it's not Diet Pepsi, guys. Everybody knows it's not going to stop. Just don't be the parent who flies off the rail. Don't be the parent who sits behind the catcher and starts screaming at other kids, or they start screaming at the coaches. If you're going to enjoy yourself, whatever. But, no, everybody hates those parents. As long as you're not doing that, I'd say, hey, you're good. I want to thank you for helping me rediscover my love for knives. I purchased a couple Microtechs this week, and it's been so much fun receiving them. Thanks for your work. Hey, thanks so much. That's very kind of you, the donation there, and that's great. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, and I hope you really enjoy those Microtechs. I own so many Microtechs. I'm a huge Microtech fan, so that's cool. Kid Icarus is deal with it. That's the other thing. If you're going to do that, make sure you eat enough while you're there to get home. The parking lot after, kids' games and stuff, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not advocating for this, by the way. I'm not saying, yeah, go ahead and do it. If I'm at my kid's game, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying I know other parents do. Just be reasonable. Everybody's seen clips on YouTube of drunk parents getting thrown out of their kid's game. You do not want that. You don't want all of the kids out there, your kid and all of his peers, seeing his parent getting thrown out of a game for being belligerent. You do not want that in your kids' memories. Where do I sell auto knives like Combat Trode on what platform? Well, I don't sell anything. I don't personally sell anything. I know that that's a big part of the confusion with this channel. I don't actually sell stuff. I review knives and I have affiliate links that go to retailers who sell stuff. But I don't personally sell anything. I have my own design, but it is sold via Kunwu on the Kunwu website. And it's completely understandable why people think that I sell stuff, this is all my stuff. And it's not for sale. But I do give things away, which is going to occur later tonight. Oh, yeah, well, I don't sell anything on Discord. If I sell something, it's on my own private Patreon. I do occasional sales on Patreon, my own private stuff, the stuff that I own, and it's all, like, discounted. So I guess, okay, to answer that question, like, I do, but it's to my patrons, and the benefit is everything's, like, you know, 30 to 50% off. What, I'm stepping on all the toast, and I'm not trying to come down, but I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. Like, I think it's fine. Like, I've got friends who do that. They go out to the parking lot and have some parking lot Gatorades, and they come back. Yeah, like, it's like, whatever. Just, you know, don't be an ass. Don't get too crazy. It is. There are 2 titanium 8020s there, but one of them's a big boy. Joel Britton, thanks for your membership there. Welcome to Knights of the Round. Hello, fellow 3X buddy. Raise it up. All right, let's do it. So that we understand what we're looking at here. This is my American. This is not a Taiwan 8020.5. This is a fairly rare USA-made, fully USA-made, full-size 8020. A big boy, as we call them. The full size. 180 thousandths or so. Very rare. Base price $650. I think they still sell for a bit more on the secondary market. This is a big guy. I was fortunate enough to grab the new XXX. This is a much larger 1/4 inch slab of 3V. CPM 3V. Where is it? The XXX, the 8020 XXX, the big boy. What are these, 9.5 inches? This is essentially a Sharklock Praetorian tie, is what we're looking at here. The big, thick, nasty. What did I call it? The Thunder Bastard or something like that? Absolute menace, absolute unit. As it stands right now, I like all of my American knives for different reasons, but my all-encompassing, I know you guys are going to say, what about the, you know, the Sharp by Design Arch Nemesis? Like, I think design-wise, aesthetically, like, that's the best. But in terms of, like, my all-around favorite American knife, as of right now, the #1 fully American-made knife that I own is this. The 8020 XXX is probably the most, I mean, it's a Demko. It's the most Demko knife ever. But if you were to sum my channel up, if you were to sum my preferences up, all into one knife, this is about as metal complex as it gets. I mean, very few people that have watched my channel for long enough are going to disagree with that. This is about, to my preference, as it gets. This is about the most me knife that I've ever owned. Everything to my preference. Logical and illogical. Utilitarian and cumbersome. It's all there. What a masterpiece. I know it looks like it's touching the Halo 4. It's not. I am a Hinderer guy. I'm a huge Hinderer guy, but I can't deny that the first person to make the most perfectly synchronized, the most perfectly resonant knife with my soul. Hinderer will always have a special place in my heart. But my God. I'll tell you what, if Hinderer comes out with like a 1/4 inch XM24, might be up for contest, but as of right now, it's this big old chunky boy. That will be a very difficult knife to get for a very long time, and I don't even want to know what they're going to go for on the secondary market, because the price, like for those who bought it off the drop, they were $1,000. So secondary market prices are going to be absolutely ridiculous. And everybody's going to point at me and say, oh, it's Metal Complex's fault. No! They sold, I didn't even barely know it existed, and those things sold out immediately. There's already so much attention on those things. The secondary market prices will be the secondary market prices with or without my hype. What lock mechanism does Serge use on the Rook? I think it's the same type of toggle detent, but it's a different here. He sent me this one so you could see. You can see what's going on in here. It's the same type of deal as the Rook and the Hawk Talon, but it's a slightly different deal so that you can use the switch to deploy it, which I guess is different than this guy. You can't do that with the Rook. It's something slightly different with this guy. And so this is mine now, by the way. Where's mine? Right here. So I did buy this. I said I have to have this. And this is a custom. It's not the... Eventually there's going to be a mid-tech version of this. This is a custom. So this was a $1,400 knife. But you can use the lock to whip it in and out. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. A tiny little battle shovel. Like, that's so cool. What a cool blade shape. But he sent me this one so you guys could see what was going on in the inside. This will actually now... You can see a little coil spring in there, but it also releases the blade. Look at that blade. That is so cool, man. This is his personal knife, and he said, you have to send that back. You can't keep that. Love that pocket clip. But I said, well, can I buy the other one? He said, yeah, sure. He always knows. He knows. He said I'll send him two, and he can buy the other one. It's super cool. I love, man, Serge Panchenko, man. Like, Sergey Panchenko, sorry. Yeah, big fan. Huge fan. I am not going to EDC the 8020XXX, and I'll tell you why. While this might be, as far as like ease of manipulation knives go, it might be one of the most durable out there for folding knives. It's still a 1/4 inch blade stock. And by the way, just so you guys know, you know, there's no shortage of people going, oh, well, with that thick a blade stock, it's not going to slice. What they mean to say is, it's going to be difficult when you're pushing a big wedge like this through thick, dense material. But whether or not you have the ability to... Oh, that was a terrible example. Whether or not you have the ability to actually... I caught it on the sharpening foil. To actually slice. Don't let anybody tell you... Did you see that? Don't let anybody tell you that a knife that's that thick cannot slice. Oh, no. It's very slicey. I don't know what I had written on here. Yeah, it can definitely slice. It's just a super thick blade stock. I mean, even my Ultimate Alpha Beast can slice, and it's way thicker behind the edge. It's pushing it through. It's pushing the entire blade stock through thick material. Can you imagine, like, trying to cut through rubber or styrofoam or something like that? It's going to be much harder. So heavy you'll walk in circles? I like that. That's funny. Yeah, the Demko really does a great job sharpening. They had to sharpen my my titanium 8020 twice because this guy was factory fresh, and I was sitting there flipping it on the couch, and I had a glass beer bottle, and I flipped the edge into the beer bottle and nicked it. And I messaged Demko, and John messaged me back, John Demko, and he said, just send it in, I'll resharpen it. So John Demko himself resharpened this one. This is a refactory edge. This is a John Demko reapplied edge. I actually think that makes it cooler. The gravity knife on the top is one of the original lockless, or, well, I mean, it has a lock. It doesn't have the safety. One of the original Exos. One of the early Exos. Full size. With Zerkatai from Crane's Cutlery. And something that I didn't notice initially when I bought this. Have you ever looked into... Hold on, I'll get to this. To the case, I suggest all USA made S35 in aluminum frame with 18 scores, so only $130. That's a good deal. That's pretty cool. this particular one, look at that. Serial number 2 from 2022. Oh, that's a rare baby. That's a rare baby. I love this knife. Very cool. I do have a lot of serial number 1s and 2s in my collection. $1,500 sub giveaway members giveaway both March 1st. Barbie EDC Girl 4586. Be a good member of my channel, and that sounded like be a good little doggy. No, I'm sorry. Be a participating member of the knife community and subscribe to Barbie EDC Girl 4586 for 1,500 subs, which is not easy to do. Congratulations on that, by the way. Subscribe, and you can get in on another giveaway, which is a good deal. That's great. Absolutely. Subscribe. Didn't mean it to sound that way, but that's how it came out. My bad. This playlist is very up and down on volume. Oh, dog got sprayed by a skunk. You know, here's the thing. Whenever you got a skunk doggo, they know. A lot of times the dog's like, yeah, I messed up. They got that look on their face like, ah, man, I'm dealing with it right now. But you know they also probably had a good time. It was probably a pretty epic day. The worst days are not the skunk days. The worst days are the porcupine days. For a long time growing up, I lived on the edge of town, and we had dogs, and our neighbors had dogs, and there were not really any rules about the dogs at the edge of town. The dogs all knew each other. They didn't fight. They just kind of roamed in packs, right? There was like a pack of like 7 or 8 neighborhood dogs. They all just ran around together. They'd come up and oh, hey, what's up? And you'd give them hot dogs or whatever. And then they'd leave and they'd do whatever. They did dog stuff all day, like a pack of kids on bikes. Like, yeah, go have fun. And sometimes they'd get into a skunk and, okay, well, then that, old Snuffles is skunked up today. Nasty. Every now and then they'd get the porcupine. That's when you feel bad and you have to call. They come up to your front porch like, hey, listen, you got to call my person. And you go, oh crap. So you got to call the neighbor and say, hey, your dog got into the porcupine. It's a bummer. You feel so bad, but they were so intent on figuring out what the heck that thing was. I mean, if you see Homeward Bound, like I feel like they captured that scenario so perfectly. If you've ever lived in an area like that, like in a country or close to the country, like dogs do that. They just kind of roam around and they come to your front porch. Everybody knows them. And yeah, you take a hot dog and you cut it up and you give each one of them a chunk of hot dog and then they go on their way. I love doing that. I remember being in middle school and high school, like, oh, here come the dogs. Excaliburs are shipping, guys. Excaliburs are shipping. They are shipping. It's happening. You're going to have your hands on them soon. You hit him with a slingshot? Why? You shoot dogs with a slingshot? That's messed up. That's terrible. Why would you do that? I mean, you mean like skunks and porcupines? All right. I mean, like maybe there, but like dogs? Nah, I'd never do that. That's messed up. No way. A fixed Excalibur is an interesting idea. I have a very different idea for a fixed blade, but there's a lot of stuff that I have not yet talked about that will be revealed down the road a bit. We got to get through the release, the scheduled releases here. Yeah, no, even if it's like a dog I've never seen before and he looks like a little bit, like dogs, and you got to be careful with dogs because sometimes they will get after you. But even if it's a dog, like I see a dog and he's stray and I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? Like, and even if you can tell they're a little nervous, I always try to take my hat off and kneel. And I don't know if this is actually the proper thing to do. I always wear a hat. I feel like dogs don't like hats and sunglasses, so I take my hat off, I take my sunglasses off, and I kneel down, and I hold my hand out, palm up. And if they want to come up and sniff my hand and see if I'm okay, then they can. And if they don't want to, then that's fine, and I'll leave them alone. But I always try, you know. Now, if I'm with my kids, it's a totally different story. Stray dog, it's like, well, you got to get in the truck, you know. But if it's just me and it's a stray doggo, I'll at least try. Because if you don't know if it's like a missing dog, somebody's missing it, you know, if you need to call somebody, always try. Sometimes they come up and they say hi, you know, and then they figure out you're okay. They're like, oh, okay, you're good. You're not going to try and hurt me. And then they're super nice, and you can tell, oh, this is someone's dog. Like, this is someone's nice doggo. Like, we got to get this doggo back. You got to take them home. If they decide they trust you and they'll get in your vehicle with you, yeah, take them, because you don't want them to get hit by a car. Awesome content like always. I love to see your take on the Shirogorov Astrum. Did I actually take a look at that? I'm not sure, but if not, I feel like people have been asking me. I haven't, but I want to know your thoughts about it. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at this model real quick. Oh, I have not looked at that one. Yeah, that does look very good. Oh, that's a very nice looking knife. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll try to buy that one. Hey, you've been active in chat. You got homework. You got to sleep. Understandable. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Pig still looks fuzzy. Refresh the stream and go to quality and hike it up to 720 or 1080, whatever it needs to be. Hoghouse or Grimsmo. So, okay, so that's going to come... I know you guys don't like to hear this, but that's going to come down to preference. Grimsmo has a slightly clunkier look, but it is it's such a preference. It's like art. If you like Grimsmo... You're talking about the Norseman? The Norseman is... definitely an aesthetic acquired taste. Hoghouse has cleaner lines and is impossibly perfect. And Grimsmo is very good too. But it will come down, it's not a question of quality. The quality's there on both. It's gonna come down to, this is the Veli, by the way. It's gonna come down to your preference in the aesthetic. Now, in terms of which knife is going to be better for EDC, well, the Veli and the Model T Gen 2, excellent for EDC. Excellent for EDC. Beautiful knives, too. Let's take a look at this texturing up close. For those of you who have your definition cranked up, look at that. How gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, such a beautiful blade. I got two of them. So nice. I bought it twice. Actually, one of them was given. One of them was free. Hey, Casey, what's up, man? Hey, MC. See the Reich Thor again. I need to buy one. I loved it when I reviewed it. It is, you're talking about a big, crazy integral? Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Super fun. Such a fun knife. I love having stuff like this in my collection. I have a Rosie. I guess my Rosie's not out. I have a Rosie XL. It's not out here tonight. I couldn't fit it on the screen. Do you guys like the more 90-degree angle aesthetic? Like, is this easier on everybody's eyes than the Chaos or the Spiral or whatever I usually do, where I kind of angle them in? This is kind of the new layout, and I feel like it balances everything out. People aren't quite as bothered by it. Okay. You like the Chaos? I'll mix it up periodically. I figured a lot of you guys probably prefer it to be more It's not perfectly laid out, but this might be easier on the eyes. And it's also the other reason that I lay it out this way. It's easier for you guys to ask me about stuff and for me to find it. Sent you a knife from Aurora Blade. It's yours to keep. Also, I'd like you to check out the Koenig Xenon Zerkatite Integrals All Else. Number 1, Sever 7. That's amazing. Who's paying for these? Sever, did you pay for this and then send it to me for free? Because I gotta work some sort of reciprocation out here for you, buddy. That's not the first time you've done that. It's very nice. That's cool. I'm very excited to take a look at it. And also, yeah, I agree. The Koenig Xeon, a Zerkatite Integral, above all else, it's a Zerkatite Integral. It sounds amazing. The last time you and I talked about this, I believe you sent me an email that said no reciprocation required. And I think you should definitely ask for reciprocation. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I do know the boss of this channel personally. And he's a pretty nice guy. So, like, I can put in a word for you about reciprocation, and if you'd prefer that, I think I could probably work that out. But I would say, go ahead and submit a formal request. I think you definitely should. At least, I'm not even going to read that one out loud. My favorite OTF in frame? Absolutely. 100%. Oh, I always mess this up. It's the Nemesis. I keep wanting to say Venom. The Nemesis 4. Single action. It's so cool, man. It's beyond cool. And with the weird tab release, it's so cool. This is a rare, by the way, it's no different than a production run, but mine is a proof run. Pre-serial number. What does that mean? It's just more rare, I guess, but it's not. It's no different than a production run. It's just a proof run. Below serial number 1, whatever you want to, however you want to call that. Best OTF under 500? I don't know. Probably the Combat Troodon. I really like that one. That Combat Troodon's awesome. There we go. I officially request reciprocation. Let's see what I can do for you, man. Email me and I'll try to get back with you as soon as I possibly can. I have a lot of chaos to catch up on this weekend. Or from this weekend, like during tomorrow, but I will make sure that you get something from me in return. Because you've been super nice and have introduced me to so many cool things. You've been a catalyst for many purchases that I have very much enjoyed. In fact, it is because of Sever 7 that I discovered the Cyberkuza and talked with Poikolo and said, I have to own this knife. This is so cool, and they said, we will make sure you get one. And I actually got it. This was the most recent acquisition, my own personal Cyberkuza, which I have to tell you, this is a full dress Cyberkuza. This one is very zirconium dominant on the front side, and it is so beautiful. Look at this. This is Zerkatite, but it is heavily zirconium dominant here with such a cool look. And then we have the Mirror Stonewash M398 blade in DLC. Absolutely one of my favorite acquisitions of the year so far. Very rare knife, very expensive, and very cool, unique locking system as well. But I was so pleased when this came in to see that I got a spicy special version of the zirconium on the front side. There's a little bit more anodizing on the back, a little bit more of what I typically see, but I love the heavy zirconium on the front. It's so cool. Very, very cool. I am so excited about this. And I would not have actually acquired that if it weren't for Sever 7 kind of paving the way there. So, thank you. I think, and I know they can manipulate this, and I do love the anodizing in zircotite. I love it. It's one of my favorite materials. But zirconium Timascus, where the zirconium pieces are chunkier and heavier, those gray zones with the little bits of the anodizing coming through from the titanium, I think it actually looks better when it's zirconium dominant. What's the black knife with the red trim to the right of the R by Enter? Oh, this is a special version of the Rockstead Higo 2. Beautiful knife. Definitely a crowd favorite. So we have carbon fiber, and then believe it or not, the ruby scales or the ruby liners underneath are titanium. And I always have to explain this because people say, well, if it's titanium, how is it red? Red is not on the spectrum for anodizing for titanium, and the answer is because it's actually a layer of aluminum oxide on top of the titanium that has then been anodized red. Since aluminum does have, well, 66, not all grades of aluminum can, but 60, 61, which I actually don't know if the aluminum oxide, whatever it is, it has the red in the spectrum. So that's how they actually achieve that ruby color. Mirror ZDP at 67 HRC for the blade. There's my face and my nostrils there. But we have that cool, that zero bevel there. It comes down to, it's a convex edge with, it comes down to a perfect zero bevel. Super sharp. It's over $1,000, right? It's $1,650 for the Higo 2. Have you seen the new CJRB TLL renderings? Looks, my cursor's over. It looks fire. I'll have to message them about that. I have not seen that, but they usually send me all their cool, weird stuff, so we'll see. Maybe they'll just send it to me. Do I prefer that over a Hawk Talon for $950? Well, the Hawk Talon's one of my most expensive EDC knives. My personal Hawk Talon is very scratched up from use, and I do love that knife for EDC. I do also have a Higo 2 for EDC, and I can tell you that the fidget factor is much higher if we're comparing specifically the Higo and the Hawk Talon. For EDC, I think I do prefer the Hawk Talon. But for presentation, it's the Higo 2. The Higo 2 presentation is insane. That's like the Sebenza, but it's off the charts for presentation. And the edge performance between the two, as much as I love the hollow grind on the Hawk Talon, if they were to be cut tested for edge retention, the Higo 2 will blow it away. In fact, the Higo 2 will blow away most knives. The convex mirror polished ZDP 189 blade at 66 to 68, whatever they heat treated at, is one of the most performance oriented. It is so crazy. It's ridiculous. The Hawk Tua, do people still say that? I thought 6.7 was dead. Man, people still say Hawk Tua? I'm just kidding. What's tonight's giveaway? It's a surprise. Thanks for saying it 3 times, though. Much like all of the giveaways that I do, they're a mystery until it occurs. What time is it? Oh my god. We've been in here for 50 minutes? Yeah, we're actually coming. I was like, wow, there's a lot of people in here. I didn't realize we've been in here for almost an hour. You heard my next Excalibur is either going to be an OTF or a side auto. So we have no plans whatsoever to do an OTF. And just to be clear on rumors, the idea of doing an auto was just like a poof, like what if conversation during a live stream one time. There are no official plans to do an auto. I have not talked with anybody. I mentioned like, yeah, that'd be neat to like do a, you know, that'd be cool to do a Brotech version at some point. That's it. That's as far as that conversation went. No conversations have been had and no plans have been made. We have so many different versions of Excalibur that we're working on right now. If that ever occurs, it will be way down the road. But I understand how rumors form, so there's no harm in that question. Yeah, sure. When's the release? I'll make a big deal out of any new version of Excalibur. You'll know. When something is real, I will blast it on every social media platform. I'll make a crazy promo video. It'll be super epic. There'll be lots of screen shaking and heavy metal and references to, you know, references to popular media. It'll all be there. You'll know. You know what? Somebody, mentioned like a dual blade OTF. The fact that no one has attempted to make a double-sided, double-action OTF. Microtech needs to get on that. I mean, like, we've all seen the perfectly balanced as all things should be meme a million times. The fact that no company has tried to make, it would be super thick because of the chassis requirements. The fact that no company has attempted to make a double-sided, double-action OTF is bizarre to me. It is such a winning, it's a perfect marketing strategy, even if the knife itself is so ridiculously expensive that very few people can afford it. It's a perfect opportunity for massive virality. Like, oh my god, that should totally be a thing. Can I get a shout out and follow or push for a channel called The Collector's Edge? They have been putting out some great content. Absolutely. Subscribe to The Collector's Edge via Bradford Mitchell. Thanks for your donation. Make sure you guys check out The Collector's Edge. They've been putting out some great content. I would 100% trust Bradford Mitchell for sure. I am halfway through season 2 of Bridgerton. Not because I wanted to watch it, but many of you remember the deal I had with my wife. I said, fine, I will watch Bridgerton, and then you will watch Castlevania with me front to back. You cannot complain. I have not complained about Bridgerton, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm a little bit sucked into the story, but that's besides the point. When I finish Bridgerton, my wife will watch Castlevania with me. You can say what you want, but that's a fair trade. Fair trade. Fair trade. Hey, MC Av is on. Should I get a Sebenza and Kosi next? So here's the truth. My Sebenza, you'll notice that the lanyard is no longer on it, which is proof of this being a user. Oh, there's no real proof there yet. Complex, how do we know that it's a user? How are we sure? There you go. Is that enough? Is that enough proof? This is now a user. I actually very much enjoy carrying a Sebenza. Is it the ultimate pocket knife? No. I still don't think it's the ultimate pocket knife. In fact, it has a lot of the same drawbacks, that modern knife enthusiasts have pointed out many times. I don't like the thumb stud. It's obviously not a super fidgety knife. You kind of have to wrist whip it. But there is an enjoyment that comes with owning and using a Sebenza. There is something to that. The Sebenza bros, they are onto something, and this is pride of ownership. It's the father of the frame lock. It's Chris Reeve. It's cool. I feel cool carrying and using the Sebenza. I like it. It's nice. Don't weep for the Sebenza. Aluminum doesn't do to knives what people think that it does. Let's see if I put a scratch on it. Let's find out. Maybe I did. I doubt it. Doesn't look like it, guys. Doesn't look like that can did anything. Oh, it's clean still. Not a nick. Not a roll. Nothing. Beautiful. Magna cut here. I think 63, 64. Don't weep. I am enjoying a Sebenza. I've carried it a lot. In fact, it will absolutely make the next episode of Most Carried Knives of the Month. Yeah. Sebenza owners, like a lot of them claim it's the best knife ever. I don't think it's the best knife ever. I do think it's awesome, and I love carrying it. I love using it. Very specifically, that version with the carbon fiber. I do not like the base Sebenza. The base Sebenza is just too basic for me, and I know that that's unfair. I know that that's contradictory, you know, but I love the carbon fiber version. The action is getting better, and I'm on this mission to not add any additional lubrication. This is out of the box. My best flip, no wrist. Hold on, that was a little wrist. Hold on. Little wrist still. God, that thumb stud hurts. That's about all I can do with no wrist. See? We're still working on it. But it is a nice slow roll. It's a really nice slow roll. It really feels like a tool, though. This knife screams to be used. Screams to be used. And it is a wonderful tool. Absolutely wonderful. I will re-review the Sebenza. I'll give my updated thoughts on it. Sand the washer? No. I want the full-on break-in experience. I want to carry it. I want to use it. I want to let it break in naturally. I don't want to add anything to it. I want to let it be what it was designed to be from the factory, and I believe that it'll achieve that action. You design a folding knife with a 1-to-1 blade-to-handle ratio, Sinkovich Shogorov style. You know, it's the best aesthetic setup. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you very much for that donation. It's very kind of you. I actually don't know. I don't know what the yellow here tells me that that was a sizable donation. So thank you. It's very kind of you. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I do have I have a second idea in the works that's very, very different from Excalibur. But you guys will not be seeing anything about that for a long time, and you won't get any hints on it. What's up, MC? Your thoughts on the SPK Lamia? It looks fine. It looks like a very well-made tool, and from what I understand, this is a popular tool. And the person behind it, Alex Steingraber, makes a good knife. I've never actually handled it. Alex Steingraber really, really doesn't like me because of something that was not very well translated to me. There was an issue with, this is the actual lore behind this. As I understand it, Alex tends to be a bit of a fussy gentleman. He gets a little agitated here or there, which, you know, as a fellow person who gets agitated, I think I can understand that. Alex got mad at me a long time ago when he was really upset with M3 Tactical for the accusation was that they were lying about certain products that they were making. It turned out that maybe and very likely that they were made in China. He was very upset with me and people like me promoting them without knowing for sure. And I said, well, I messaged him on Instagram and I was like, hey man, like, I don't, like, obviously if I knew, I wouldn't show this stuff. I have no idea, you know, but like, this isn't something that I'm going to promote, you know, knowing that, but you don't have to be a slime ball about it. Just message me. And he messaged back and he was super mad. It's like, remember when we tried to get you to do a help with a fundraiser to save to help save a kid? And then he said, F you, if my knife ever comes across your table, send it back. And then he blocked me, and then he copied the conversation and put it on his story. And I was like, what the hell? I actually finally got the details to that. It took years to understand what it was that I had missed, what fundraiser I had missed. And my buddy Bacon Swag on Instagram, I looked at his messages and I realized that it was a message that I had not seen for 5 years, and it added context to it. They were trying to get me to help with a fundraiser. There was somebody who was sick, which, by the way, I would have gladly helped with. Gladly. The problem was I just didn't see it, like many other messages, because there's a lot of them. But Alex got really mad, and then that was it. And, you know, and I guess, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons he doesn't like me. It just, the truth is it just doesn't really matter to me. But I don't review people, I review knives. As far as what I have seen about the knife and what I've heard about the knife, it's a very preferable knife. A lot of people like it, and it's very well made. So I have no idea. He's a jerk. Well, I'm a jerk. I can be a jerk too, right? I mean, who knows? Whatever his reason is for being fussy, who knows? He called me Cupcake in his story, which I really, to this day, I find It was just such a funny choice of words. I think it was meant to be like the damn. I feel like when he typed that, he typed it extra hard. He was like, "Yeah." Somebody sent me a screenshot of it, and I was like, "That's funny." But I couldn't contact him. He unblocked me. I've noticed. I have no idea what the purpose of that was. It doesn't really matter. Water under the bridge. It doesn't matter. I mean, guys, there's a million people in the industry. Not a million. There's plenty of people in the industry who don't like me or mad about this or that. And there's probably reasons that people don't like this channel or are upset with me that I'm not even aware of because I can't keep track of all of the different, I can't keep track of it. So my strategy or not even my strategy, my perspective on this is I don't care. If I don't have the context, I'm not going to bother with it. But that particular little bit of lore was very mysterious to me for years. You want a clutch lock without Omegas. Why not make a super lock, remove the back tab, and attach thumb studs to the lock bar in the same position as the clutch lock? It sounds really cool. That's a pretty good idea. Rob's Hungry Knives. Hi, MC. Trying $10 to see if you can see it. Excited. My compact Excalibur should please ask DLT Trading to try a new Guardian Tactical Apex X lock and magnet cut. It's so cool. Okay, I absolutely will. Thank you very much for that donation. The C in Metal Complex, does it stand for cupcake? Yeah, Metal Cupcake. Mental Cupcake. Sub $100 Excalibur is absolutely coming. Well, you can't. You can't. That's always been my advice to content creators as they get bigger. If you're a content creator who's, like creating content, obviously be yourself. If your channel starts to explode, the worst thing you can do is care about what everybody thinks. Don't. People will hate you. Whether you're super nice or you're not super nice. I chose the route of if somebody says something to me that I don't like, I'm probably going to fire back at them. And guess what? The end result is the same either way. There's going to be people who are mad. You're not doing everything perfect in their eyes, so they're mad, right? You have to pass their purity test. You do not have to do that. You can just keep doing what you're doing. As long as you're not harming anybody directly, it's fine. You don't have to. In their eyes, you have to care about what they think because they're the main character. But the reality of it is you can ignore it and nothing will happen. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Who gives a shit? Just bought my first spider coat. It's a Shaman Blade HQ exclusive with M4 DLC and Green Micarta. What's the best first OTF in your opinion? I mean, the best first OTF is definitely the Lightning. It's always the Lightning because you have to find out if the OTF is for you. But after that, probably the Kershaw Livewire, honestly. There's all kinds of people out there that live their lives being angry and ruining people's. There's all types of people out there who spend their days being emotionally obsessed with one obsession or another, and they devote so much energy to it. It's a waste of time. Like, I get mad about stuff, but then it's like, well, fortunately for me, a natural trait of my personality is to be distracted by butterflies. So I do get really upset about things in the moment. And then I'm like, ooh, a bagel. I'll put cream cheese on that and eat it. And then I forget, or kind of. But like, you just kind of like, everybody gets mad. Like, I get super riled up by comments, definitely. And then I fire back and there's a little back and forth. And sometimes I devote energy to it or feed the trolls or whatever people want to say. That's fine. And then I go about my day. You just keep going. As long as I get much more enjoyment out of the hobby versus the frustrations of it. Right? I get 100x out of the enjoyment of this hobby versus the frustrations of running a channel like this. I'm good with it. Bring it on forever. I'll take it all. As long as you're getting more joy out of it than frustrations, I think you're good to go. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't agree at all that, like, you know, the whole strategy of, oh, like, you know, you're bothered by this, like your comment. No. Don't let anybody say that to you. That's a strategy. That's just like a typical internet strategy. Absolutely not. Fire back, throw pies in their faces, get riled up if you need to, dunk on them, and then move on. Anybody who says that, also if they jump right to, that's ad hominem, dunk on them harder, dunk on them again, and then go about your day. Let them know. How to tell if it's a Redditor? How to tell if it's a chronically online Redditor? If they tell you that your argument is ad hominem. Maybe it is. But here comes the next slam dunk. And then you leave. You have a ProTech Avalon yet? What's your thoughts on the knife? ProTech Avalon? No, I don't have that. Hey, what's up, Goku? I'll have to check that one out, by the way. Airwave. Happy birthday, Cupcake. Please refer to me as Cupcake on social media for at least the next 2 weeks. Please, please, please do that. That would bring me so much joy. Happy birthday, Cupcake. I'm here for my 156. He's not kidding. That's actually how many losses. I wrote tonight. Got myself a Dalvor Asgard. Been sitting patiently on my desk for me to unbox. That's so cool. I bet you'll love it. If it seems like I'm not yelling as much tonight, it's because I have a little bit of a cold and I'm trying not to send myself into a coughing fit. You might have actually caught that a little bit. My voice sounds a little froggy, like maybe like I'm, you know, like I'm about to crack my voice, like I'm going through puberty. And it's just got a little frog in there. Try not to cough. Thank you. Love your vids. Thank you. You're angry right now and you want to win a knife? All right. Well, don't be angry. 9:38. It's getting close. I'm gonna slowly clear things. Have you ever wondered? That's why. Have you ever wondered what does a guy like Metal Complex need a Patreon for? Glad you asked. Glad you asked. On Patreon, I do once a week exclusive content, secrets, behind the scenes stuff, secrets, things that nobody knows, secrets, little things here. Sometimes updates. I did a full walkthrough of my home gym for Patreon members. I just built a gym in my garage. Did a little walkthrough. Sometimes stuff like that. Sometimes much more important things, right? We do that. We do private. The word private has 2 R's in it, if you didn't know. It's the British, the old English spelling of the word private. We do private knife sales sometimes on Patreon where things are dramatically, comically reduced in price. But I think the biggest reason that people join Patreon are my exclusive giveaways, which, by the way, are once a month. $1. The $1 tier grants you access to everything on Patreon immediately, plus one exclusive premium knife giveaway per month, valued at $200, around there. The $3 tier grants you access to the $1 tier giveaway and an additional, more expensive, more valuable premium knife. The $5 tier or higher grants you access to the 2 previous mentioned giveaways, plus an additional super mega ultra big boy knife. I mean, not always big. The most valuable knife is that I give away every month is always at the $5 tier. And you'll gain access to everything else. But yeah, you can really increase your odds of winning a knife if you want to by joining the $5 tier plus. But you also, no matter what tier you join, you get access to Patreon buy, sell, trade, and chat. And you also gain access to my private Discord, which has their own buy, sell, trade, and chat, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. The Patreon community is awesome. Love those guys. Love my mods. Very chill place. If you want to join my Patreon, there's a link at the top of chat. You can join. But it's not required for tonight's giveaway. In fact, tonight's giveaway, like all of my YouTube giveaways, are completely and totally free and do not require you to join anything. So it's entirely optional. What will I use the money for? I will buy knives. I will buy knives and create content out of those knives. I think I missed a super chat there. High-end knives cutting cupcake vids is the week. Honestly, I should, with no context, buy a single cupcake and cut it with a knife. If I had the Lamia, I think that would be funny. But that's a little provocative. I actually don't want to create any drama with the. Again, there's no reason to create any drama with him because I don't really like. There's no reason for me to like instigate drama. If I was gonna do anything, it would just be review the knife. But that'd be funny. But it'd be a little too provocative. I'm not really interested in that. No, why? For the entertainment to get him riled up so that he can yell and scream, and the people who like him can yell and scream, and the people who like me can yell and scream, and then nothing happens. There's no reason for that. But I do like the idea of cutting a cupcake just to make you guys laugh. Not to be provocative, but just to make you guys laugh. That does sound funny. Sorry about the cold cupcake. My wife refers to you as the loud knife guy. I mean, she's right. Yeah, she's right. She's totally right. Very, very wise woman. Yes. She knows. She says that guy is loud and he likes knives. That's accurate. We cannot fault her for accuracy. Cupcake giveaway win. Use the Nemesis to cut a cupcake? I probably won't. I've stayed out of every single drama, even the ones that were directed at me. Every single one. As long as, like, you know, given that my position is that I know that I've never done anything, like, you know, when it comes down to it, realistically, I've never done anything wrong or controversial. And knowing that some people get mad, I've never felt the need to respond to any controversies that were directed at me. And I was right, because ignoring it completely and going about my business has resulted in just growth as usual and community engagement and just enjoying what I enjoy as usual. Absolutely nothing has come from the, you know, as a result of just ignoring it completely. And that's what I'll always do. CBRX, obviously, for a long time, you know, attacked me and a lot of other content creators. The strategy there, ignore it completely. That'll resolve itself. And guess what? It did. Doesn't matter. And the guy went on to just make his own content and focus on what he should focus on, and he's got his own little community now, and that's great. Right. That's the deal. Don't engage with it. It's meaningless. Well, let's be fair though. CBRX is a plenty capable reviewer. I think he has plenty of valid takes. The error was the channel's strategy of attacking the validity of the opinions of other content creators. There was a long time ago, I said in the comments to him, I said, stay in your lane. And that wasn't a comment like, I'm bigger and better than you. It was, maybe focus on your own shit and stop worrying about what other people are saying and doing. Because using a potato hooked up to a car battery to test the HRC hardness of knives is probably not going to work out for content, especially the content justification or the content form of justification that big knife content creators are fabricating performance and HRC hardness and manipulating their audiences. So there's probably not a good foundation there. And wouldn't you know it, the potato hooked up to the car battery was not accurately measuring HRC hardness. And when he finally adjusted and went about his business, it seemed to work out better for him. The better strategy is always just mind your own business and make your own content. Ed there with the juicy worm and the hook. Asmongold, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I watch Asmongold a lot. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I do watch him a lot. Very entertaining content creator. Okay, what time is it? When I say potato hooked up to a car battery, I'm referring to the lead tester, which is apparently a HRC tester that works much better and thicker, much thicker stock, and is not designed to accurately test the HRC hardness of thinner, you know, like a pocket knife blade. It's not going to give an accurate result. So it's giving a wider range, and it was making you know, pocket knives appear in some cases as lower HRC than they actually were, which he was probably unknowingly using to point to. You see, these big content creators are fabricating things, and they're selling you soft steel. We found out, thanks to Outdoor 55, I believe, that was that shouldn't have happened. So that was a very, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun to watch that video? That was a real cherry on top for me. Doing absolutely nothing on my end and then watching that video from Outdoor 55. My goodness, that was the smile on my face was so wide. Oh, anyways. Okay. Your thoughts on Kaiser? Oh, Kaiser's great. Outdoor 55 is amazing. If you're not subscribed to Outdoor 55, I don't know what you're doing. Outdoor 55 is awesome. Okay. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. If you were one of the, you know, prominent knife makers or content creators mentioned in tonight's live stream, and your blood pressure went up and you were irritated by my words, and you feel like maybe I should make a piece of content in retaliation to Metal Complex, I'm just going to tell you in advance, I'm probably going to ignore it. Probably not worth it. Let's get the knives out here. We got 10. So here's what's going on tonight. Where are we at? Oh, 9. Oh, we got to do this fairly quick. I've been yakking on. We got 10 left. There's random knives in here. Some of them are premium. Some of them are budget. Some of them are fixed blades. And some of the pouches contain both knives and a coin. If you manage to get a coin, you get to spin the wheel. And most of the things on the wheel say Poo Poo Town and you'll get nothing. But one of the slots on the wheel says Jackpot, which means you win all of the knives in the Jackpot pool, which currently are 3 premium knives. So 3 knives valued at about $200, plus all of the knives that are left in the pouches. Somebody got very close here recently to winning the jackpot. They missed it slightly. We've actually had 2 previous jackpot winners during these live streams, so it absolutely does occur. God dang, there's 1,337 people in here. What's up? Okay, let me get the link here. It's going to take me just a second. Well, this is a crispy tune, isn't it? That was very delightful. Okay, commentpicker.com. That's what we're using tonight. We're going to refresh the page. There it is. We're going to go down here and we're going to paste the link, and I'll let you guys look at the link so that you know. There it is with the correct date and the proper link. You can type it in and check if you want to. The filter is on. We're going to scroll down. Remember, the people who win, they must be here. If they're not here, we move on. Probably going to be about 1,400 plus people in this comment pool. So your odds are probably about 1 in 1,400. Yeah, 1 in 1,462. Okay. So about 90 people not participating. That's fine. It's expected. The first winner here tonight is All-American Shooter 6287. MC, it always puts me into a chill mindset to relax and learn. You're always giving us a light on what hot. It would be an honor to receive my something. You're gonna receive your F. It's a long comment. I couldn't see the whole thing. You won. Very identifiable picture here, okay? All-American Shooter 6287. This is who we're looking for. Make yourself known in chat, and I will let you choose 2 knives. Kaiser Sparrows and EDC? Yeah, absolutely. American Shooter you have until 9:54, and then I'm going to move on. He's here? I didn't see him. Hold on. Oh, I need to switch to live chat. There he is. I see him. My bad. That was my fault. I didn't switch to live chat. It defaults to top chat. You're here. I see you. We're good. Pick 2. 1 through 10. Left to right. Give me 2 numbers. My bad. I should know by now. That's my fault. Yeah. Yep. You guys are right. Top chat is stupid. Sub to Sever7. Yeah, go ahead. Sub to Sever7. Absolutely. 2 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do these both? Ooh. Let's open this one first. Oh, yes, a spicy fella. Oh, no, that's a sticker. Hold on. Sorry. This is actually Damascus. So this is Tenable, and we have the Ultim scale, and we also have Damascus, a very Norseman-style blade, liner lock. Very, very cool. Very fun, right? Really nice, crispy. 9CR, 10CR. So basically a VG10 Damascus. Very, very beautiful. 10CR, whatever MOV is equivalent to VG10. The second one here, look at this. You did get... That's an F, which means for fixed blade. You did get a fixed blade, but you also got a coin. And you don't get to keep this. I have to keep them, but this is a fun one. The strongest steel is forged in the fire of a dumpster. A beautiful coin made by an awesome fan of the channel. I love this coin. It's so cool, man. What an awesome coin. Okay. The fixed blade is... Hold on. I have them all back here. Here we go. This is a fun one. It is the... Oh, where's the name? Here we go. This is the Whiskey Jack, and it's in 10V. Kaiser Whiskey Jack. Nice little EDC style fixed blade. Very EDC style fixed blade. Yes, it does come with the sheath, of course, which I just pulled it out of. I don't know if I'm saying some Molly, right? But you also win that. But you also, I think more importantly, win the extra roll. This is a big one here, guys. For all the bananas, let's go to the wheel. Yes. Oh, the wheel. Ready to go. Most are Poo-Poo Town. Quick explanation. You want a yellow. You want yellow. Spin again. Jackpot's here. Spaghetti Wizard means you win a gas station knife of my choosing. You don't want any of the other colors. To the gentleman who won, as soon as I see the word go in chat, I will spin this wheel. So just say go and I'll spin it. Nobody else's go counts. No. Be quiet. Shut up. Go. I got it. I saw his. Ooh! Oh, I almost got Spaghetti Wizard, but it's Poo-Poo Town. Doesn't matter, though. You still get the 2 knives that you won. I love that it claps for you and gives you confetti, even though it says Poo-Poo Town in lowercase. It's very, very anticlimactic, very unceremonious. But congratulations on your win. You won 2 cool knives, though. I mean, like, these are super cool. So congratulations, and please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the knives you won. You can say the Kaiser fixed blade and the Tenable in Damascus. That's fine because I can't remember the model name of the Tenable. And I will get back to you no later than Friday. Sometimes it's the following Monday, like this week. I'm not going to be able to get back to the winners from the last week until tomorrow. So, but yeah, these are yours. Congratulations. Okay. To my knowledge, there's still one coin left in there. At least. There might be two. I might have screwed that up. So, there's at least one coin left. So it's the F paper. Okay. We have... Get out of here. We have 8 left. Okay, let's scroll to the top of the page and then we'll reset it. Reset. There we go. Scroll down. I guess we'll put that in again. Yeah, let's just do it again. That's fine. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Let's get the comments for the late commenters. Da, da. Oh boy! A few more. 1,495. The winner, the final winner of this evening is... There's 1,400 people in here. What's up, guys? Riley Millis, 6002. Hey, I'm feeling lucky. Thanks, MC. A big burnt orange R. Congratulations. You won. Make yourself known in chat, and I'll let you pick 2. Whoops. Hold on, let's find him. No. Hold on, he's got until 10. He might not be here. He might not be here. We might have to roll again. Hold on. Everybody wait. Somebody did actually win on a poop break one time. They caught it at the last second. It happens. It happens more than you'd think. Oh, bummer. Pee pee poo poo. Yeah. That was my nickname for one of my kids for a long time. My middle child. She'd walk, she'd stumble into the room, you know, barely after being able to walk, and I'd say, pee pee poo poo. That's so dumb. But that was her nickname. Accurate also. I mean, that's what they do at that age. Like, that's like primarily most of the goals and the, you know, that's what occupies their itinerary for the day, you know. I don't think they're here, guys. It's all right. It means we draw another winner. He went for milk. 10 o'clock. It's time to do a new winner. Better luck next time. The actual winner is Crichton Smash. Thank you, MC. I can't believe today is Friday evening. Yeah, right. Crichton Smash. This is the gentleman who we are looking for. You've won. I really hope you're here. I have to go to the bathroom. Hey, he says I am here. What's up? Congratulations. It's your lucky day. You did it. He's here. Let's find out what he won. You have 8 knives left to choose from. 8 pouches, rather. You can choose 2 numbers, 1 through 8, left to right. Just give me 2 numbers. And be quiet, everybody. 4 and 5, thank you. You're welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't know. I'm not a math expert. I'm going to say 5 comes right after 4. Just going to have to guess. Oh. We're going to open this one first. It's a baby! Little baby actually one of the nicer $30 knives that you can get. It's a Miguron. It's a D2 and aluminum Miguron with a really nice forward choil. And yes, it's a budget knife, but as far as like $30 pocket knives go, it's probably one of the better choices out there. I can't remember which model. The other one here, I'm going to take a guess. He got the coin and a fixed blade. Another coin and fixed blade comment. I didn't even bother to write F on this. It's just a piece of paper. Jeez. But he got the coin. I mean, he doesn't get to keep the coin, but he did get it. Hold on. It's this one. Yes. Yes. So this is a budget fixed blade, but it is a cool one. Hold on. It's also another Kaiser. Kaiser sends me a lot of fixed blades. So this is the Harpoon. A little bigger, though. Kaiser Harpoon. Very nice. A very nice, very utilitarian. Almost like a camp kitchen knife. Ridiculously utilitarian. Nice micarta, contoured. Very cool. Very usable. These are the two. But let's see. Let's find out. Does he win additional things? This is a rare night where we have no premiums. Almost every night we have premium giveaways. That's luck of the draw, though. Hold on. Okay. Get out of there. Okay, so here's the wheel, which for some reason is not... No, that doesn't count. I was trying to get it to move. This doesn't count. He ended up with Poo Poo Town. I'm going to let him spin again. Okay. So let's do close. Okay. Now, I see the animation's not going. As soon as he says go, I'm not giving him Poo Poo Town. He's gotta actually say go. What's wrong with the chat? Okay. As soon as I see him say go, somebody said rigged. As soon as I see him say go, there he is. He said go. Okay. Oh, so close again. So close again. Oh, man. Bummer. Congrats, though, on the two that you won. Congratulations. Perhaps. So here's the deal. For the next stream... Oh, and by the way, where's the thing? Oh, my God. Where did I put it? Seriously? To the winner, email me at metalcomplex87 at... There it is. Under the other prizes. metalcomplex87 at gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. You can say the Miguron and the Kaiser, the big Kaiser fixed blade, right? That's fine. I'll email you back no later than Friday, at the latest Monday of the following week. Not tomorrow. I mean, like, the following Monday. All right. That's all I gotta do. In the event that this is the only coin left, I will add another coin. Because the jackpot thing needs to continue. I would very much prefer somebody wins jackpot. I have too many knives to give away. So, I'll add another coin. And depending on what's left in those pouches, if the knives tonight are any indication of, the lack of premium knives, I will absolutely stack those pouches with more premium knives. So, expect there to be more premiums and perhaps yet another coin. A bonus coin, if you will, added to the pouches to make it fun for next weekend. That is it tonight. Oh, let me give away some bonus. That's my chair. God, this is old chair. I need to upgrade my chair. Hold on. Let me give away some memberships. Here's 20 additional memberships from me for the people who are still watching. There you go. Thank you all so much. This was a fun evening. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you so much to my current patrons. Thanks so much to the new patrons from this evening. My Discord members, my Instagram followers, my TikTok followers. Everybody is amazing. Thank you so much for letting me do this for a living. This is awesome. Happy to give away free stuff. Hope you all enjoyed the live stream tonight, and I hope you all have an excellent. I hope you all had an excellent Valentine's Day. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your, little bit. There's a little bit of Sunday left, right? Enjoy the end of your weekend. Watch something you love. Do something you love, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.